Sun hits like a bullet of fate, and then suddenly I'm wide awake. Fake bliss, our apologies made, was an enemy with no escape.
Alright guys, so we are going to be moving on to a new series. We're going to play 25.media.tumblr versus Bleached Bones. Those teams are ready for us now. So we're going to be doing that. I'm going to link you this match plate, Rylez, so you can click that up whenever you are ready. These two teams are ready as far as I know, so we're going to have 25.media.tumblr versus Bleached Bones. Shadows and Svetozarov has both said that they are ready, so we can get that going.
This is one of the games I've been looking mostly forward to, as I'm actually going to play versus this team tomorrow. Need to be looking at the weaknesses of 25.media.tumblr.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is going to be a good matchup. Bleached Bones, in my opinion, is kind of the favorite European team. We're going to find out, what they have to offer here, and if 25.media.tumblr can take them down, then you definitely have something to be worried about, man.
Yeah, taking down all the big shots, man. So, gonna be scary. But what do you think is gonna be banned and picked there? I think 25.media.tumblr is gonna ban DK first, not gonna play versus that PHDK. Then I think they're gonna pick Red Pally, and then they will 25.media.tumblr should ban BM, and then they will pick this priest, and it's gonna be Red Hunter Priest without BM.
Red Hunter Priest, yeah. I mean that's what happened last time. So you think that another's just gonna be banned out again?
Yeah, that's my guess.
Yeah, I mean that's a pretty good choice. Can Kara play Feral? Not really, I guess.
Haven't seen him on it, but he's a good multiclasser, so maybe can play it. We don't know yet.
Yeah.
He hasn't really been. Well, no one has really known what he's been up to. I think he's been playing a lot of League of Legends, as he is actually Diamond 1, which is kind of sick,
Yeah, I don't know what that even means.
It's at the almost top. It's almost rank 1,
Oh, okay. So he's quite good. That's cool. Alright, so anyway, we do have Bleached Bones ready. As soon as 25.media.tumblr locks in, we're going to be having those first picks and bans going out here. Another definitely possibly he could get banned out. As there's not really, Svetozarov, he hasn't come in just yet. We're not sure how strong he is on Ellie. I remember in previous tournaments, he played Warrior and stuff, so I'm not sure if he's really kind of re-rolled. He plays Ellie a lot. Ellie is obviously very scary, but another PhD that's pretty frightening team to have to go up against. So it definitely makes sense to be banning out another on the Holy Decay.
We could also maybe see Svetozarov on Ellie and another maybe on Mage. We don't know yet. I actually played a lot with. Not a lot, but a bit at least with Svetozarov, and he's a good multiclasser. He plays a lot of classes, and
what's
he's a real
his
sick
main?
player.
Would you say?
I actually don't know. He says what do you want to play, and we'll play it. That's how he is.
Oh, okay.
So he plays everything all the time. He just plays whatever class people want him to play with, and I mean, if you want to play LSD, you play LSD with him. That's how he is.
That's cool.
He's a sick multiclasser. But he's definitely strong on that Ellie, so maybe we'll see that coming in.
Alright, well, they both have finally locked in, so we are good to go with this, and we are going to be having the first bans coming out. 25.media.tumblr and Bleached Bones are the teams. They are ready, and we are going to be getting this going. So, your prediction is going to be another on the ban. It is coming out right there. And Demo Lock going to be banned out first here by Bleached Bones. Foxita has played a decent bit of Demo, but I know that from talking with him, Demo was not his first choice. So it's interesting that they're going to ban out Demo as opposed to the Affliction Warlock. And I guess that has to be kind of a nod to how tanky Demo is. And they're, Bleached Bones obviously going to be thinking that they're going to be playing Cleave. So, if I was 25.media.tumblr, that's a dead giveaway that Bleached Bones wants to play Cleave. And yep, a Ret Pally coming out. So I think it is going to be a BM Hunter ban now, as you said. So it's going to be very likely, the Marks Hunter, the Ret Pally, and the Disc Priest going up against, I would say, Destro Lock. And depending on the bans here from Bleached Bones, it could be Destro BM or Destro Survival, and then probably Druid.
I don't know what is the strongest, but here comes actually Survival. Yeah. I mean, there's 25.media.tumblr has been playing on that all the time, so
yeah. So I think it's going to be Destro BM, Destro BM Shaman or Destro BM Druid. What do you think that we should see here? I mean, in my opinion, Druids are way stronger versus Cleave than Shamans are. So I think playing with Gin might be a much better choice.
We'll see. At least I know that Amberlin is quite confident in the Shaman. Whereas the Shaman and having Trauma for Affair might be like lifesaver. We don't know yet. I think it's like 50-50 what they're gonna pick. I don't think that can be predicted too much, but as also Gin doesn't have Ice Block or anything like that, he's actually kind of squishy to these kind of cleave teams. So maybe actually Resto Shaman. It's gonna be probably BM Hunter and Resto Shaman. That's my guess. Maybe you guess. Here comes Resto Shaman.
Yeah.
I feel like
Survival. Okay, so it's Survival Hunter this time for Brain Deadly, not Marks. I haven't seen him play Survival before. I'm sure he can play it just fine. But I believe last week they did actually play Marks, so pretty interesting. Honestly, if it were me, I think I would have been probably wanting to play with the Druid instead. But it depends, how confident they are with the various setups and stuff. And I also think that playing Imp would actually be a pretty good idea here for Foxita. If you're going to play Destro, you're going to be playing Supremacy not very often. Most players are going to play Grimoire of Sacrifice. I have seen some of the Russian Warlocks play Supremacy as Destro, but honestly think playing Grimoire of Sacrifice with an Imp would be pretty strong versus Ret Hunter, because Ret Hunter Priest is triple magic CC, so having an Imp versus this is actually so good. You have Traps, you have Fury, you have Chastise, you have Hodge, you have Blind. There's so many different magic CCs that you can dispel with the Imp. So honestly, I think that would be a pretty good choice, and wouldn't surprise me if they went with that.
And he picks the Holy Priest in Zuniaki. That's surprising. This is going to be an interesting matchup, as both teams are playing what comp they are actually strong with. We've seen Bleached Bones doing really good with this Red Hunter Priest comp, and same with 25.media.tumblr playing this same comp, whatever spec available for them. So this is going to be an exciting matchup.
Yeah, I think it will be actually quite interesting. So, going to be this Marks Hunter, Resto Shaman, Destro, Warlock for 25.media.tumblr, and they're going to be playing with Yawns, Amberlin, and Foxita, and Bleached Bones is going to be playing with Kara, Brain Deadly, and Zuniaki on that Ret Paladin, Survival Hunter, and the Holy Priest. This should be a good one. I mean, some of our most exciting matches were actually, with Bleached Bones last week. Bleached Bones, were definitely coming out as the big favorite in their last matchup. Oh god, do you remember who they played? I just know it was Shadow Priest Warrior Shaman. I can't actually remember.
It was Profset and Holtz and Haxon.
Okay, yeah. So
don't you remember PhD tie to tie?
Yeah.
And then they played Warrior, Shadow Priest, or Shaman.
Yeah, I remember
Amazing
the matchups.
games.
I remember the matchups. I just didn't remember the team name. But
yeah, I think it was USA.
Yeah, but yeah, they were like. Bleached Bones was a heavy favorite there, and they came out, and it was a very close series. So we're gonna see, maybe people overestimated them a bit, or maybe USA was just that strong. So I'm really interested to see how they perform today. They have two matches today that they're gonna be playing. They're gonna be playing 25.media.tumblr and second place, two of the strongest teams in their groups, and this is really gonna give us a good idea of just how strong Bleached Bones teams is. If they look dominant against 25.media.tumblr in second place, then they're going to continue being one of the heavy favorites to take the whole tournament. But if they start to show some cracks here and there, and maybe look a little bit shaky, then that's going to kind of open up the field a little bit more, I think.
Yeah, I agree with you. But I think they're going to be one of the strong favorites in this group. I mean,
yeah,
those guys have never failed a tournament.
I mean, I would agree too. That like from the start, I did say I think they're the strongest European team in the tournament, and a heavy favorite to take the whole thing. They're one of the best teams for sure. So it'll be very interesting to find out exactly what's going to happen, and we're just waiting to find out if they're going to be playing Alliance or Horde, and then we will be able to get this going for you guys. And it is going to be 25.media.tumblr. No, it's 25.media.tumblr. versus Bleached Bones. So what's your prediction then? You think Bleached Bones? I mean, that's the obvious prediction, obviously.
Not really, man. 25.media.tumblr has been bringing out surprises all the time. They're quite strong. I mean, they're on first place at the moment. So I'm not sure, man. You can't be sure with this comp, because both teams are real strong.
Yeah, they definitely are. I mean, 25.media.tumblr is really good, but once again, to be fair, they did already lose a match, but they were given a win for that because Minpoike's team did withdraw, and it was only fair because every team was given points for beating Minpoike when they pulled out of the league, and your team came in. So, they do have a loss already, but it's just not showing on that record. So, they're definitely a very, very strong team, but maybe not quite as dominant as their record indicates, because as I said, they did already fall once, and to a team that isn't way above Bleached Bones or
yeah, when
anything
I
like
think
that.
about it, Bleached Bones. As I'm actually a member of Bleached Bones myself, I'm gonna say Bleached Bones, man. Being
Yeah.
supportive.
Yeah, yeah. I definitely think that they are going to be the favorites for this, but 25 Media Tumblr definitely is a very strong team, as you said, and I'm interested to find out exactly what is going to happen with this matchup. I got a tweet here from Roberto. Roberto wants to know, what if both teams ban out all the healers? Well, things you can only ban one healer. You can't actually ban 2 healing specs in a row, so you should have more than one healing spec available, or every team does have more than one healing spec available, so you can't actually stop anyone from having a healer on their team, as 3 DPS isn't even allowed. There are a couple teams that are only using priests to heal, but the thing is, with priests they have 2 healing specs, so it's very easy to play anyway.
Actually, when you think about it, Bleached Bones is in his favor when I think about it theoretically. Like, they can sack CC from Zuniaki without actually getting damage from UA. There's no UA from the Warlock, so it's gonna play a huge role, because he can sack whenever he wants to. Like, even if he's in a lot of pressure, like, he's not gonna have to worry about that UA damage coming on to him. Because I know that some Reds actually worry about that. At least when I played a little bit Red, I was scared of that.
Yeah, I agree. I completely agree. Alright, so I'm getting invited, and I am going to be on Alliance, it looks like. Let's see who I'm with, if I got the names right. Okay, no, I'm not. I just have the names wrong. Okay, so I am with Bleached Bones, so I need to change this around. Put that there, and then put Bleached Bones here. And it is going to be Brain Deadly, Kara, and Zuniaki.
So, who do you think is going to take this one?
I mean, I think Bleached Bones, like I said, is the obvious prediction. I think that's the favorite team. I think the Bleached Bones should win. Especially like you said, with how much experience they have in tournaments, and how well they've done in all these tournaments. I think that they're definitely the team to expect to win here. I definitely think that 25 Media Tumblr could take a best of 3, but I think overall it's probably going to be a 2-1 for Bleached Bones, if not a 2-0.
Yeah, I think it's going to be good games, though. Both teams are showing that they're really strong and playing the comp they're well confident with, so I'm looking forward to some sick World of Warcraft.
Yeah, me too, man. So guys, this is going to be our second matchup of the day. Bleached Bones going up against 25 Media Tumblr. Bleached Bones, a big name team here. They have, they have Svetozarov, they have Zuniaki, Karapiote, and Brain Deadly. So all very, very big names within the European PvP community. Another, in my opinion, I've said it before, I'll say it again. I think he's the most successful European PvPer that there has been. I think he's the best European PvPer, from WoW over the years. So we haven't gotten to see him just yet. Everyone's been banning out the Unholy DK. Seems like it's a pretty intelligent choice. Even though DKs aren't the strongest, this team has a lot of great players, but they're not necessarily playing a lot of Feral or Ellie or anything like that. And if you're not going to play those super overpowered specs, then you can do more bans targeted towards the player. And if there's anyone you would target for a ban on this team, I think it would be another. If you're going by player and not class.
Well, as well, class as well. I mean, PHDK is scary.
Yeah, it definitely is. But I mean, I think when people talk about strong setups and stuff like that, strongest classes, no one, at least on NA, no one mentions DKs. There's literally no DKs except Mess on North American servers, and we're like the only team that plays with a DK. No
That
one
is true.
literally does. Like,
Maybe we'll also see a Red Mage and Disc Priest coming in, and I mean, we saw that coming in from
Cyclone of Love.
Mystic.
Yeah, they're actually quite good with it too, so it's definitely possible that we could see that. Has another been playing a lot of Mage?
I don't know.
Okay.
I spoke actually some to them, and they said they were kind of low in practice as Brain Deadly was on a vacation, but they weren't real worried, as they said they were quite confident.
Good. Well, it's always good to hear. So the countdown has begun. Bleached Bones going up against 25 Media Tumblr, our second series of the day. This is our first best of 3. And this is the first picks and the bans, guys. So we're going to find out right now what is going to go down here. I'm very excited to have this for you guys. And with that, the countdown Gonna begin here. Foxita is playing Destro. He is playing Grimoire of Sacrifice, so it'll be interesting. I'm really interested actually to see if he's going to be Imp or if he is just playing Spelllock. He's going for the gateway right away. He's going for that kind of angled gateway. It looks like he will be able to get that. Kara coming in here is going to pop the Freedom on himself immediately. He's going over onto Foxita. Foxita throws out that first Fear. It's going to be dispelled off by Zunyaki. Zunyaki put into the Wyvern Sting. We can see that Brain Deadly is the target here. Triple Howl comes out. Really nice job there. There's the Hex onto the Trinket immediately of Kara, and it's a 3v1. Brain Deadly already having to deter. He might just die. He's at 10% HP, 8% HP. There's a Scatter. The Bubble comes out, 5% HP. He's going to get Shadowburn, and he's just dead. And that is not a very good start for Bleached Bones. 25.media.tumblr just absolutely dominating Bleached Bones there.
Wow.
I mean, oh my god, man. They just got completely rocked.
Stomp. This is a stomp, man.
That was maybe the most one-sided game of the tournament.
Wow, I mean, they're playing good comp. Both teams are playing good comp, but that was just amazing to see change to see on Zunyaki.
Well, and on
like
Kara,
readiness,
man.
Scatter, everything. I mean, they saw he was low. They can recover from it. They knew, like, if they actually didn't give him the gap to trinket the life swap, they would just land the kill.
Well, and the thing is, I mean, well, Zunyaki never trinketed, I don't think.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But I think they're like, I saw him actually readiness really early. Like, he did the DR Scatter, and I know he had Sunshot ready. And if he was like really on toe to actually just like instantly Sunshot the trinket, I don't know if he can get the Sunshot life swap off if he does that. But still, some sick plays there.
Yeah, that, I mean, honestly, that I don't know if it was an NS hex or just a perfectly timed hex, but the triple howl came out. The shaman got the hex on immediately. Like there was not even a second in between Kara's trinket when the hex landed on him. So he was instantly hexed back off. Zunyaki got scattered off of that, off of the howl, and he was in a trap for a little bit as well. And I mean that triple howl really just set everything up, and it was basically a 3v1 the whole game. And Brain Deadly deterred a little bit too late. I mean, he deterred once the Chaos Bolt was already in the air. So, I mean, that did come in and it did land, regardless of the fact that he had the deter up. If the spell's already in the air, it's going to land. So, you know, he took so much damage, and he wasn't able to do a second deter. And, I mean, Kara did bubble. He used his trinket, but it looked like he wasn't really able to land much of anything on him. And Zunyaki, I mean, maybe just showing a little bit too much faith in his teammates to not trinket there. That seemed like he was getting pretty greedy.
Yeah, maybe that, but also a real good job by 25.media.tumblr. When they got a DPS out, they took control of momentum, and they kept on going from there. They got a huge momentum with getting that burst onto Brain Deadly, and that's where they just continued, and they knew it was going to be game because they got such a huge momentum in the start.
Yeah. Yeah, well, really good play. Surprising stuff there from 25.media.tumblr, but looking extremely dominant. I don't think we're going to see the next match look like that, but you know, they definitely looked damn good there. And we're going to find out, you know, what they're going to be able to get done here in the second game. If they could take, you know, a quick 2-0 here in the first best of 3, that would put them in a really great situation here moving forward in this series. And you know, that would definitely maybe make Bleached Bones feel a little bit shaky, maybe make them feel a little bit scared.
I think so too. I mean, if I got stomped like 2 first games, I would also be scared. Like then just think about bans like, okay, I'm not gonna let Foxita play on Destro anymore.
Yeah.
He's obviously on Aduken's level.
Well, I think, like I said, the demo ban was a bit surprising to me. I mean, I think it was just really like they're saying, okay, we want to play Cleave, we want to kill the Warlock, so let's ban out demo. But you know, maybe demo not the best ban. You know, it's interesting to see the strategy, the kind of thought process of all these different teams. But if it were me, you know, I would have been more scared of Affliction than Demo or Destro. And I mean, my ban obviously would have probably been wrong too, because you know, he'd be playing Destro, and that was obviously his pick. You know, he could have gone Affliction, and he decided to go Destro, and it worked out very well for him. So we are going to be getting the second game started here. All the commentators, I think, are dead. 25.media.tumblr already up 1-0 over Bleached Bones here. The countdown starting up. And this is going to be pretty awesome. Brain Deadly and oops, that's where Hingo is in there. My mistake. Okay, there we go. So it is Brain Deadly, Kara, and Zunyaki going up against Yawns, Bersano, and Foxita. And the countdown has begun, toggling that UI as well. And I don't think we're going to see a review of that first game, but Bleached Bones maybe going to be playing a bit more careful this time around.
Yeah, maybe it was a miscommunication as well. We're going to see how this game's going to go in. And they're getting the gateway up and just Pving on each other, standing max range.
I think if I was Foxita, you know, once you get that first gateway, you might even want to put gateway onto their pillar because, you know, you're going to be able to get that for free. They're just sitting back. So I think that would be a good decision for him to do. I'm not sure if that's what he's going to end up going for. We can see that Zunyaki is playing that feather spec. He's placing them out there on the map for his team. And Foxita is pulling back, so will he actually go for that gate? Not just yet, at least. But anyway, he is going to mount it up. It's looking like maybe he wants to charge in there and start off things with a Halaterra. But here comes Carapiote now. He's going to get feared off. It's going to be dispelled, but the refear could come in. Zunyaki does have that fear ward. He's charging in. Halaterra comes out there onto Brain Deadly. There's a Wyvern Sting on Zunyaki. What do they have off that? Looks like a trap coming out. He's going to get scattered on his Dispel of the Wyvern Sting, actually. Foxita does get a silencing shot there. He's going to pour it out, though. All the cooldowns have been popped here by Carapiote. He's going to get locked in place by that root stun there from Jans, but Foxita taking quite a bit of damage. Wersano, though, landing some good heals here. We can see that Blinding Light is up on Wersano. Fear comes out on Jans. It's a bit of a 3v1 there. There's the refear. Tremor comes out. Foxita going to gate away. Wersano going to join him on the other side. The scatter trap comes in on Wersano. He's going to actually be able to get dispelled out of that, so he is playing that imp. And Demon Soul now up here for Foxita. Dark Bargain popped as well. He goes for the fear onto Kara. He's going to be able to land that, but Brain Deadly coming back. Foxita actually gates out of there. Now Wersano going to join back up with him, but that is his Demon Soul, so really he's going to be able to get nothing off with that.
Yeah, and nice job by Brain Deadly actually kiting that Demon Soul instantly. They were aware of what happened last game. They're not going to fall for the same mistake again. And this is what he said. They're going to learn from what happened from the first game, and the same is not going to happen twice, obviously.
And that's what you expect from a top-level team.
But as well, Karen them popped every CD there, all offensive CD, so this is the time to push around. But I feel like also Foxita popped these CDs a bit too early. Like, they didn't have really much CC on Zunyaki, so maybe should have waited a little bit more for a bit more momentum on Zunyaki. But here comes the scatter. Howl on the DPS. There's triple CC coming in. This is the time for Brain Deadly to do deterrence, and he does it. And there's a full Hex on Kara as well.
Yeah.
Nice triple CC here from 25.media.tumblr, and Brain Deadly is still in a lot of trouble here. Zunyaki has a lot of catching up to do. He's on 30%. He's getting healed back up to full HP. He's gonna be fine for now.
Yeah, we did see, you know, Kara and Zunyaki, you know, landing those heals. There's the fear onto Kara. It's going to be dispelled by Zunyaki. Zunyaki now pulling back. Stampede popped here by Jans. They're getting some good damage out on Brain Deadly. Brain Deadly pulling back behind the pillar here. He's going to regroup with Zunyaki. Wants to get top back up. There is another fear onto Kara. It's going to break to the damage immediately. They're putting the damage out here onto Kara. There's a scatter trap coming out onto Zunyaki. He does get the spectral guys off. Beautiful job by him, but he's going to get stunned by that root arrow there from the Hunter. Brain Deadly getting pretty low here. Fear comes in onto Zunyaki. Zunyaki going to be sacked out of that by Kara. Nice job by him, but he goes into the Wyvern Sting. Brain Deadly still not out of the woods just yet, down to 40% HP. Big damage coming in. Fear Ward reapplied there by Zunyaki. Psychic Stream comes out on Jans.
Here goes Wings from Kara, and they're turning things around on Jans, and he sees him Persona. He's gonna be a lot of trouble there. Foxita actually taking a lot of heat from that 40% HP, but he's gonna be fine for now, pulling back. And I feel like both these teams are doing a great job actually kiting back and forth.
Yeah.
But look at Jans, man. He's on 50%. Sunshot into Persona. Anything can follow up that, and he's gonna have to deterrence.
Full fear onto Zunyaki, and is there going to be a sack comes out? Second sack used there by Kara. So no more sacrifices to remove those CCs. He does still have his Trinket remaining, but Brain Deadly down with 40% HP. Should have his second deter, but really the pressure coming out harder, I think, from 25.media.tumblr. Foxita going to port back out of there. Foxita doesn't have Dark Bargain, but he should have his heals. He should have his shield wall back up as well. So, you know, he's looking good living through that second set of wings. There's Kara. Kara going to be put into that Wyvern Sting. He's going to be stuck in that. We did see that Spectral Guys coming out from Zunyaki trying to eat the Scatter Trap, but the Scatter did not come in, so we won't have that available. And as we mentioned, there's no more sacrifices to remove those CCs. There's Kara being put into the fear. Going to be dispelled off by Zunyaki. Kara now, the one taking a lot of damage here. He pulls back. Bleached Bones playing very defensively, wanting to just, you know, kite it out, trying to play it slow. Kara, though, pushing out here once again, taking some damage from Jans. Jans going to be the target as well for Bleached Bones. You can see that nice knock trap punches Kara once again off that pillar.
It seems like Bleached Bones is very scared to go at, actually. They're just kiting the whole game. But they're the team that actually needs to make something going on. And if it's gonna turtle like this, Foxita is also gonna get Dark Bargain back available quite soon if he doesn't have it right back up now.
Yeah.
And each time Kara is going out, he's taking a lot of pressure. Right now, he's dropping to 50%, but he's actually pushing in for it now, which is something he hasn't done in a while here. He's gonna be looking to do something here.
He's
looking for CC on Persona, but he's doing a nice job actually line siding him.
Yeah, and Brain Deadly, though, you know, getting caught in the middle here. There's the Hex coming out on Kara. Kara going to trigger that immediately. We can see that Brain Deadly trying to get out of there. He does the disengage. This trap comes out. It's going to be dispelled. Another sacrifice did come off cooldown. Zunyaki getting that removed off him. Psychic Screen coming out there from Zunyaki. Foxita taking a lot of damage. You see the Blood Horror going up. This is the Demon Soul. He's down to 50%. He needs to be careful. He gets into that Shadowburn range. It could be it. but it looks like he's going to be okay for now. The scatter trap coming out there does not look like it's able to land there from Brain Deadly. At the same time, we have Zunyaki pushing in. He wants to go for the Psychic Scream. Hodge going to end there onto Ursano. Foxita once again the target. There's that Chastise coming out. The Wings is up once again here for Kara, but there's a scatter onto Zunyaki. He has no trinket. Brain Deadly in some trouble here. He's at half HP. He has no heals on him right now. Kara not LOS either. He's down to 20% HP. He got into the Shadowburn range. He gets the deter. A big walk landing from Kara, but Brain Deadly almost going down there. Now there's the Wyvern Sting into a fear onto Zunyaki. Full Hex comes out on Kara. It's a 3v1 once again. Brain Deadly. He has his trinket, but he doesn't have much of anything else left. It doesn't look like there's any CCDR for Zunyaki, but next CC that comes out on Zunyaki could spell the end here because he's at 40%. The Bob comes out. He's down to 25%. Almost got into Shadowburn range there. Very, very close call. The Chaos Bolt comes in. He's back down to 40. Zunyaki, he gets put into the fear. It's triple DR, though. Big mistake from Foxita. That could have been the game if he waited about one more second.
Yeah, I agree, and nice job actually by Brandon like hiding out that. But still, each time this team is going offensive, it's turning things around on them. And look at Kara right now. He's trying to go offensive and drops to 50% instantly, taking so much damage. As Foxita is also doing a nice job by portaling out, but he's actually on 50% stuck in the middle here. He can actually 30% HP. Versona is doing a great job keeping him alive. He actually used Embers as well to heal himself back up. But he's gonna be fine for now. Turning something around on Kara, he's actually gonna be fine for now as well. Just waiting to actually see what 25.media.tumblr is gonna do, man. Because
big damage coming in on Kara here, though. The Chaos Bolt's gonna land. Foxita does have Dark Bargain remaining. We have to keep that in mind. So Ursano gonna go for the drink here. He feels like his team is in a great spot right now, and I have to agree. Zunyaki gonna get slept on that. Kara could be in some trouble. He's down to 35% HP. He has to bubble just in time, as he was in Shadowburn range there. Definitely a good call to bubble there. He definitely could have got Shadowburn before he would have been able to get it off if he waited even a split second longer, but the bubble is off, and Kara still the target here. There's that Hodge coming out on Ursano. It's going to be dispelled off by Foxita. Nice job by him. We can see them pushing in a little bit. Once again, Bleached Bones going to try to go into turtle mode here. I'd love to see Foxita drop a gate onto their new pillar and continue the pressure. They are ahead, and the Demon Gate cast is coming out from Foxita. Nice job by him. He's going to have that set up. They need to get in there, get the CC onto Zunyaki, and finish off Kara. Kara pushing out. He's going to be in some trouble, though. He's back down to 60%, 50% HP. What do they have here for Zunyaki? Zunyaki just trying to LOS everything, trying to keep his team alive. Bleached Bones feeling the pressure here, feeling like they're behind, and I think they're right.
Yeah, and if it's gonna come, it's on 7 minutes now, and if it's gonna come to a draw, it's gonna be 1 point award for each team, and that's gonna be actually it on the first series there for you. 25.media.tumblr is gonna take it, but Zunyaki full fair there, takes it to turning bad here for Karen. No Sack comes in, late, but here's he's sleep as well now with Wings up. I mean, this is really bad for him, but that's well Versona on 40% HP, Chastise on Foxita to peel him off on his
that's his Demon Soul, but Kara could go down here, man. Sure, the War Master is pop, but he's still gonna be able to free cast, and he still has about 8 seconds left of that Demon Soul, so we'll see what he's gonna be able to get out here. Ursano is the target. There's the fear on a Brain Deadly, going to be dispelled by Zunyaki. There's the gate once again back by Ursano and Kara. Can he really chase here? I don't think he can, but he's out in the middle of the map, and I think this could be a mistake. He gets put into the dark, to the Blood Horror coil. There's the fear onto Zunyaki, and I think Kara may go down here. He bops himself, but he's at 30% HP. There's the trinket and the grip from Zunyaki. The Chaos Bolt coming in is going to land, brings him 25% HP, but he's not in LOS for that Shadowburn. We can see him kiting back here once again. This team just trying to turtle it out. Ursano, though, looking good on mana. Zunyaki starting to fall behind in that regard. Jan's just trying to keep the pressure out constantly here. It looks like he wants to get over to Zunyaki, get that CC off. Kara out in the middle of the map again here. He's going to be Wyvern Stung. I think that might have been a misfire there by Jans, but he's going to blink in. He goes for the scatter, he goes for the trap, but a beautiful spectral, guys. Zunyaki getting that every single time. Really incredible play by him, but I'm just not sure it's going to be enough. Yeah, I agree with you. Zunyaki doing that every time, as you mentioned, sick plays by him, but Brandon is still taking a lot of pressure here. Blind Light comes out, nothing's going to be able to blind it. Full Hex on Zunyaki, and full fair on Kara. There is a lot of trouble for Kara. He doesn't have anything for himself. No more CC for Zunyaki at the moment, with Kara still on 40% HP. He's going to be topped up the
Guardian
was used there. I mean, Guardian Spirit was used, so they don't have that remaining. That's a big cooldown for them there. We did see that Howl coming in. It's not able to land onto Zunyaki, but Zunyaki does get stunned by that Mark's Root Arrow. So we are going to see what happens now. There's that Wyvern Sting coming in onto Zunyaki. What do they have off that? Doesn't look like anything just yet. Brain Deadly throwing out those Scare Beasts on the pet constantly throughout the game. Just trying to reduce damage any way he can. Kara just kiting it out. He wants to wait for Bubble. He wants to wait for whatever he can have. Sacrifice is going to be back up here once again for them, so maybe that's what they're waiting for. They're pushing it now onto Jans, but as you said, time is in the favor of 25.media.tumblr. If this game goes one more minute, then they win the series. And Kara get down to 30% HP. He's in big trouble. He has to pull back here, and only a minute remaining now. If I'm 25.media.tumblr at this point, I've just run for the rest of the game, man. Take it. Play to win and go for that tie.
Yeah, but I mean, it doesn't look like they're in any trouble. They have every CD available, all trinkets, everything they want. So I mean, look at Foxita. He wants to get at, he wants that fear on Zuniaki so badly. He's running it with mount, but he actually gets scattered, and he's gonna get slow trapped there. He's still running on that mount. Wow, and he gets the Howl of Terror on Zuniaki. The trinket popped by Kara. He's gonna sack that. He's gonna be fine for now, but let's force the trinket on Kara, and he's still in a lot of trouble. Foxita taking a little bit of heat, but he's gonna be fine for now.
Yeah.
Persona actually dropping a little bit of mana, but I think he can drink whenever he wants to.
And honestly, I think Bleached Bones has no clue about the state of the game, like as far as like the time limit. They don't. I don't think they realize they have 20 seconds left, because if they did, they would be playing way more aggressive. But they're still turtling it out, and there's 15 seconds until they lose the series. And there's the Hodge coming out on Wersano. This may be their last chance. Yawns just needs to stay alive here. Cooldowns have been popped. There's the deter. 9 seconds remaining. 8, 7, 6. Their Spirit Link goes down. 25.media.tumblr definitely aware of the situation. 3 seconds remaining, and it is going to be that tie, and that is it. The time limit has been passed, and 25.media.tumblr is going to take series. And Bleached Bones, you know, I'm not sure if they were aware of the time limit. I mean, they're still playing, so we may as well still keep commentating. Brain Deadly taking some damage, but it's past that time limit for sure.
Yeah, and I mean, they pushed in. They forced a few CDs. I even think they just overlapped because it was actually timer. But I mean, they took the most of the heat again. Like, look at Kara. He's going in. He's taking so much pressure. Each time they're going in, there's just too much damage on him, and he has to just fall back instantly. I don't think they get anything they can do versus comp. I mean, they're playing so well. Each time they push in, they're gonna get Season Zuniaki if it's when they're back. I mean, they can't really kill anyone. No one is gonna die when Zuniaki is so far back.
And that's that. So first series gonna go to 25.media.tumblr, Bleached Bones. You know, showing some cracks in the armor there. You know, this team that everyone was thinking was gonna be the strongest European team. You know, have a first tough series there against USA, and now they're going to fall here to 25.media.tumblr. That is an 11-minute time limit being reached. Both teams going to be awarded 1 point. That means it is a 2-1 victory for 25.media.tumblr in the first best of 3. We have to go back to the picks and the bans. And I mean, really, what can Bleached Bones change up here? Do you think it was